Hey there, my name is Kathleen Coble with Masters of Marketplace, where we help small businesses and entrepreneurs just like you make more money on Amazon. Amazon generates billions and billions of dollars every single year, so why shouldn't you get a cut of it too? So I'm here to show you how you can. Today's video, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 tips, top 10 things that I've really learned. I would say more my lessons learned over the last 20 months of being a six-figure earner with the Amazon Influencer Program. Now, I didn't start earning six figures, but I very quickly got there within 6 months of starting this program because of my background with selling on Amazon and consulting with brands that I've been doing for over a decade now. So I do think I had a little bit of a leg up there, but I think it's really important that I share these lessons with you so that you can get on the right track to becoming a six-figure earner with the Amazon Influencer Program too. All right, so let's get started. And make sure you stick around to listen to number 7. This is by far the most important thing, and I think it's one that most people, and especially most influencers, really overlook. But it can make or break your Amazon influencer business and your earning potential. So let's get into it. Lesson number 1. When you're creating content, for me, quality over quantity is by far way more important. If you create a bunch of videos that are 5-second kind of pieces of garbage where you're saying this is the greatest thing ever, but you're only showing it for 5 seconds, you're trying to manipulate the system with Amazon. That might work today, but it might not work tomorrow. That's why I always recommend you make sure to create quality content. And when you're doing this, I'm not just talking about using the best equipment. I don't even think that's necessary. What I'm saying is create good quality content that you as an Amazon customer would want to watch. You want to tell people why you love this thing and why you would recommend that they purchase it too. Be honest, be authentic, and people will believe you and buy from you. Lesson number 2, only tag one Asin per video. Why is this important? Because if you tag multiple Asins, your video is probably not going to get placed on all of those product pages. Ask me how I know. You only want to tag one Asin, even if there are a bunch of child variations with different colors and sizes. Tag the one Asin that's showcased in your video, because then your video will appear on that Asin and it will get distributed to those other variations too. So when you're creating video content, unless it's directly for Inspire, if you want those shoppable videos to be on the product page, which is where you want them to be, only tag one Asin per video that you submit to Amazon. Lesson number 3, you're creating all this content for Amazon. Awesome. Now what you can do is go repurpose it for other platforms, whether that's your social media or for YouTube, whatever it may be. You've created a bunch of great content for Amazon. Now go distribute it out there. I recommend YouTube. I recommend social media. You can put it on your blog. I like to create listicles on my website that I have for my Amazon influencer shop. So there's all these different ways that you can repurpose this content that you're already creating for Amazon. So make sure you do that, and all it's going to do is really make you more money. That's never a bad thing. Lesson number 4. You've got to follow the terms of service from Amazon. You want to just go read this. Once you apply, or even if you're an influencer already, it pains me so much when I see people posting things like, is this in Amazon's terms? Or, well, I never read it, I'm just winging it. I mean, you are literally just wasting your time because it's not really that long, and it's going to give you great guidance on what you can and can't do. The last thing you want to do is spend a bunch of time creating these awesome videos for Amazon. You're earning every day, yeah, but then Amazon finds that you've violated their terms of service, and then they shut down your entire account, and it's all for nothing. So that's why lesson number 4 is to make sure that you familiarize yourself with Amazon's terms of service, with the Amazon Influencer Program, and don't violate it. Don't be risky. I'm telling you from experience, it's not worth it. I know people that have gotten their account shut down over things that they didn't even really realize, like using the Amazon logo in their, YouTube thumbnail, and that got their account shut down, which sounds crazy, but it can happen. So read those terms of service. Lesson number 5. I learned this lesson the hard way when my clicks started going down, right? But lesson number 5 is you really need to go check on your videos to make sure that they're still on the product listing pages that you originally submitted them to be on. Yes, we all go and check and make sure, okay, I submitted my video and now it's approved. A couple days later, it shows up on the product page. Great. Now what you can do is make sure you go back and check on it. You can do this weekly, that might be a lot, monthly, quarterly, whatever cadence works best for you based on the volume of videos you have on Amazon. But I highly recommend you go back and check, especially your top performing items, to make sure that those videos stay on the product listing pages. I see every day my videos coming off the product listing pages, and that's for many different reasons. As a seller, I know if a variation breaks, sometimes my video falls off the variations that I didn't directly tag, which with lesson number 2, you know that I only tagged one Asin, right? So you always want to go back and check on the videos, especially your top performing videos, to make sure that they're still on the product page. Number 6, you've got to keep posting content, right? You can do this and set it and forget it, and maybe you'll make a few dollars here or there. But I'm telling you from experience, the more you upload, the more you're going to earn. Amazon also loves to make sure that you are staying active. So if they don't see you posting new content for a month, I don't know this to be true for sure, but I've observed that the less active you are within your account, whether this is influencer, associates, seller, whatever, the worse, kind of placements you get, right? I've noticed that when I'm consistently posting new content every day or multiple times a week, my placements, my video rotation placements tend to be higher. Is that a coincidence? I don't know, but I know I'm just going to keep posting content and hope for the best. So I recommend that you do that too. And that's why lesson number 6 is to keep posting content so Amazon knows you are staying relevant. Number 7, this is the big one. This is the big one. And it's the one that a lot of people don't know, don't care about. I'm not really sure. But number 7 is that you, as a content creator for Amazon, you need to remember who's number 1? Who's number 1 on Amazon? It's not Amazon. It's not you. It's the customer. Amazon has built their entire business on putting the customer first. No matter what. No matter if you're a seller, you're a business partner, you're an influencer, you're an associate, doesn't matter. Amazon's number 1 priority is their customer. So if you keep that in the back of your mind when you're creating content, your content will perform that much better. Put the customer first. Get in their mindset, and you probably are already there because you've already purchased this item or you've already tried out this item. But you've got to make sure that your content caters to the customer. Make it informative. Don't make it clickbaity or, scammy or salesy or even infomercial-like. Amazon doesn't like that, and neither do customers. So do your best to make sure you're always putting customers' interests number 1. If you do that, I promise you, you will be very successful with this program. So moving on to lesson number 8. Yes, you can start for free. Yes, always go look through your order history, but you also need to invest. Like any good business model, if you invest, you will produce more. So what do I mean by investing? Well, the most obvious thing is investing in products. Once you start purchasing things, knowing that you can create a video for Amazon in order to earn commissions from that thing, you're going to start purchasing a lot more things. You might start purchasing more expensive things. You might start buying things that you need, but looking at it in a way where you know you can create a good video as long as you, of course, use and love that product. You can invest in yourself by spending time to watch videos like this. Educate yourself on how to make better content. You can also invest in yourself by buying a course, and that's going to save you time and make you more money. I promise. I've done it over and over. It's the best way to accelerate success. So whether you're investing in a course or you're investing in more Amazon items to review, if you invest in this business, it will only produce you with more money. So alongside investing, this is so important. Lesson number 9 is you've got to check the data. You've got to look at your analytics to know what's working and what's not. And Amazon only gives you limited data. So it's very easy because there's not that much really that you can be checking on. But you need to understand that it's very likely that 80% of your earnings are going to come from your top 20% of the content that you have on Amazon. You've heard of the 80-20 rule, right? I firmly believe that that applies across most businesses and life, to be honest. But that's why it's so important to look at your analytics. What I like to do is I download my report every single month and I look at what were my top performing products, what were my top performing videos, and what do I need to make sure that I'm going back and checking the product listings to make sure those videos are still there. What are my top performing products and what categories are they in, so I can go reinvest some of that money into purchasing or having a partnership with products or brands to find more products like those. There was one month where 65% of my commission I earned from one couch. Just one couch. And this was over $5,000. It was pretty close to $10,000 that month from one couch. And I know I'm not going to earn over $5,000 a month every month from that couch. However, it really gave me a good idea of the next few things that I need to buy in order to maintain that income level. So go look at your top performing products every day, but definitely every month. I like to list out my top 10 performing products by month and then make sure that I'm checking on those or my VA is checking on those every single week to make sure my video is still being seen on Amazon. There's a pro tip for you right there. And number 10, my biggest lesson, I saved it for last, but I think it's really important to stress. There are opportunities all around you. Don't just limit yourself to looking at your order history. Don't just limit yourself to buying the things you need for your house. I like to buy things and then donate them, give them away after we've used them, or maybe I found somebody who needs it more than we do. But there are so many different opportunities out there with this program. And I've kind of already touched on some in the first 9 lessons, but a couple of other examples could be, are you running out of products to review? Well, go talk to some friends, some family members. Do they have products that they use and love on Amazon? Can you cut them into the commission? Can you pay them a flat fee for going to their house and recording for the day? Look for those opportunities where you can create video content, be authentic, be genuine, make it quality, but look for those opportunities where maybe you don't have to invest in the product every single time. Another opportunity is, I talk to a lot of people that work with, these seller agents. I'll call them agents because they have multiple brands that they kind of represent. But a lot of the influencers that work with these agents, their biggest complaint is that they use the product, they create content, and then the item goes out of stock. Well, I've come up with a solution for that, depending on what the product is, right? But why can't you sell that item? Why can't you go source that item from overseas or from another seller? Now you've got a video and you're selling the product too. Just saying, there's a lot of opportunity with this program. There's a lot of opportunity on Amazon, and there's a lot of opportunity if you just think outside of the box. So I hope these 10 lessons have been helpful. I've been in the influencer program for about 20 months now. I've consistently made 5 figures every single month from basically month 6 of me doing this. And I'm here to tell you that it's really not that hard to create a 6-figure Amazon influencer side business on top of whatever you're already doing. So if you found this helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out some of the resources below in the description. And happy earnings. See you next time.